Mama Simi was not like other mothers in Okele village. She was young, fast, and always holding her phone. While other women woke early to sweep the compound and fetch water, Mama Simi woke up to check her phone. She laughed at short videos, typed fast messages, and talked to people nobody in the village knew. Some said she was lazy. Some said she was proud. But children loved her because she spoke like them and smiled a lot. They called her Gen Z Mama. Every morning, Mama Simi tied her wrapper and walked through the village road with her phone in her hand. She greeted people, but her eyes were always on the screen. She filmed goats crossing the road. She filmed women pounding yam. She even filmed old Papa Jide sleeping under the mango tree. At night, people heard her voice inside her room, talking softly like she was telling secrets. Nobody knew who she was talking to, and this made people afraid. One hot afternoon, strange news spread in the village. Mama Simi had posted a video of the village online. In the video, she said Okele village was poor, quiet, and full of old ways. Some villagers heard about it from a boy who came back from town. They were angry. Mama Towa said Mama Simi had shamed them. Baba Connor said the phone had entered her head. But Mama Simi only smiled and said, no more thing. That same night, something strange happened. A black car drove into Okele village for the first time in many years. The car stopped near Mama Simi's house. Two men came down and knocked on her door. People watched from their windows, holding their breath. Mama Simi opened the door and smiled like she was expecting them. As the door closed behind them, thunder rolled in the sky. Nobody slept well that night, because everyone felt that the village was about to change forever. The two men who came from the black car sat inside Mama Simi's small room. One was tall and quiet. The other was short and always looking around. Mama Simi gave them water and sat on a small stool. She did not look afraid at all. She smiled and asked them if the road to the village was bad. The men looked surprised. They did not expect her to be so calm. The tall man spoke first. He said his name was Mr. Dan. He said he worked in the city and watched Mama Simi's videos online. He said many people liked her voice and her smile. He said people wanted to know more about Okele village. Mama Simi listened quietly and nodded her head. Her phone was on the table, face down, like it was hiding something. Outside, the villagers were restless. Mama Towa stood near her window and whispered prayers. Baba Connor sat on his mat and shook his head slowly. Children hid behind trees and watched the house. Nobody could hear what was going on inside, but they felt danger in the air. The village dog started barking for no reason, and the wind blew hard, making the trees cry. After a long time, the door opened. The two men came out and walked back to their car. Before leaving, the short man turned and looked at the village with sharp eyes. Mama Simi stood at her door and waved. Her smile was wide, but her eyes were deep and serious. When the car left, Mama Simi went inside and locked her door. She picked up her phone and whispered, "It has started." Nobody heard her, but the village felt it. Something big was coming, and Okele village would never be the same again. Early in the morning, Mama Simi did not come out of her house. This was strange because she always walked around with her phone by sunrise. Women fetching water stopped and looked at her door. Children passing to the farm whispered her name. The house was quiet, too quiet, like it was holding its breath. Inside the room, Mama Simi sat on her bed with her phone in her hand. She was not smiling. Her eyes were red, like she had not slept. On her phone were many messages from people in the city. Some messages were kind. Some were angry. One message stood out. It said, "Do not fail us. The whole country is watching." Her hands shook as she read it again and again. At the village square, the elders called a meeting. Baba Connor spoke with a loud voice. He said Mama Simi was bringing trouble with her phone. He said strangers now knew their village. Mama Towa said she heard Mama Simi talking to the phone late at night like she was planning something bad. The elders agreed that Mama Simi must be watched closely. That evening, Mama Simi finally came out. She walked to the old well and sat down. Children gathered around her. One small girl asked why people from the city came to see her. Mama Simi looked at the girl and smiled softly. She said, "Sometimes, change comes quietly before it makes noise." As she stood up to leave, a shadow moved behind her. Someone was watching her from the dark, and Mama Simi knew it. Her phone buzzed once more, and this time the message said, "Tomorrow is the day."